Presto, changeo, Baro! Hey guys, welcome back as always, my name is Lazar, and as you can plainly see, it's finally that wonderful time, Burai time. We're gonna check out a brought. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. The brand new item is suffering for a little bit of stage anxiety there, Baro. Woo, primes. Oh, they brought it. Yeah, faction modifiers for the Murmur, that was true. We don't really play against the Murmur as much as we did last year because we got a brand new update with brand new enemies, but you get the point. We still do the weekly thing though, so this will still come in handy. It's for melee weapons, damage to Murmur wieldy enough. Instead of bringing to range weapons, they brought the melee, which should do more damage anyway. Price Smite Murmur, if you're a damage whore, if you want the absolute most amount of damage, you want yourself your faction modifiers, especially for damage over time builds. There you go. Prime Smite Murmur. I would honestly characterize it as a prio 1 if you want the most amount of damage. Outside of that, we're going to be taking a quick look at all of the mods. Voltaic Strike on this one. Yes, you need to get it from Baro. No, you cannot farm it from the game. This one will be adding 60% electricity and 60% status chance. It's not as meta as it used to be, but it's still definitely a mod you need to have in your arsenal. Once again, a prio 1. Just like Prime Fever Strike, 165% melee damage. Toxin melee damage, that is. Wow, a lot of melee stuff. Look at this. Melee. Maybe it has to do with the latest Oraxia update. Who knows? I'll Weaver and all that stuff. We also got Prime Rifle Ammo Mutate. Right, so this one is a mutation mod in case you like to use bullet hose weapons. For example, you might want to come across weapons that do need this mod. But like 8 times out of 10 or 7 times out of 10, the normal version of the mod will do the job just fine. This one is at best a prio 3. What else we got? Peculiar Audience. Is this the Skitter Girl one? Killing an enemy has 60% chance to amuse a void entity. I do believe this is the Skitter Girl one. Put this one on, voices stuff when you kill stuff. Skitter Girl. Actually, I think Peculiar Bloom is a bit more interesting than this. Peculiar Bloom gets flowers out of enemy sets when you get headshots, and there's another peculiar thing that makes them big. If I remember correctly, it was Peculiar Bloom, Peculiar Audience, and Peculiar. Something. Anyway, something peculiar. Prime Bane of the Corpi. This is for rifles. Once again, faction damage. Everything I said about this one applies to this one, but with a couple of caveats. First of all, it's for rifles, and second of all, it's for Corpi, which are easy to kill anyway. Honestly, I would not spend the ducats on this one. You can skip it comfortably. As for the weapons, we got the Prova Vandal. Prova Vandal is not necessarily one of the best melee weapons in the game. It's not gonna make any top anything, but you don't get to see it all that often from Baro. Then again, Tenokon Baro is right around the corner, so you will see it there if you buy a ticket. Very big if on that one. I would give this one a prio 2. Prisma Skana, this can also serve as a good stat stick not only, but it is, I believe, the best Skana in the game. You might want to pick this one up. As for the Glaxion Vandal, I do love myself the range weapons. This is the Freeze-Ray. I do believe we have a 10 in Glaxion, which is simply better, so it relegates this poor bastard to Mastery Fodder. So, there you go. Outside of that, there's going to be a whole lot of cosmetics, and when it comes to cosmetics, these are subjective and entirely down to the individual, because what I may like, you may not like, and vice versa. Zanuka Beacon is an objective thing, however, and I would only really get this one if you're impatient. If you don't want the Zanuka to hunt you and you want everything yesterday, if you're that kind of player, you might want to pick up the Zanuka Beacon. Axi V8, now this one will get you the Volt Prime. You guys play Volt Prime, the meta for Eidolons, and not only Volt is an absolutely amazing Warframe, and I do highly recommend it. Get yourself a couple of Axi V8s and then cry when you didn't buy enough to get what you wanted, because RNG. Display, Protea display, yeah. JPEG. Nidus Immortal skin. I'm not no. Nidus has amazing skin. This is just not one of them, sorry. And Baruch Immortal skin as well, if it fits your fancy. I actually believe that this one is done quite well. Keep in mind that any Immortal skin is just a recoloration of the base skin. If you don't have Inaros, pick up the Sands of Inaros blueprint that will eventually lead you to the Warframe. As for login music, this time we got the Railjack Retrofit login music. You guys remember Railjack launch? Yeah? Horrible. Thankfully, those days are over, and Railjack now is actually quite fun and enjoyable. And I do believe, my friends, that's pretty much it. As always, my name is Lazar. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. Hop over on Twitch, where we right now are space marining, and I got a couple of drops for you as well. I'll catch you fantastic people in the next one. Ciao.